There is only 1 week left at the Asgard Divide event, which means we were waiting for one final event, the Odin Prism Shard event. I was waiting for this one because this would be probably the only realistic way for the average player who spends money. Of course, it's a spending event. I'm not saying it's free to play, but there are some Prism events available. To get Odin is realistically the best chance, because if you're going to try and get him on a ×10 or try and get him on one of the other events, it was just really hard to do because there's just so many champions in the pool. This is effectively a very expensive champion, but it's the best chance. You can almost guarantee that you will get Odin if you're willing to spend an X amount of money, right? It's pretty easy to know. Now, some people get confused in the way that these systems work. We've got this new system called a headline champion. And what this basically means is this champion has a specific pool of opportunity, a probability separate from the rest. Now, how does it work? Well, it's not 1.5% or 6%. It's effectively 1.5%. So when I pull a prism, I have a 1.5% chance it's going to be Odin. Now, there is a mercy system, of course, in here, which is 20, but to be honest, you don't really experience it because they stick at a 6% legendary. So it's about every 16 pulls is on average when you would get a legendary. So all it is doing is just normalizing to ensure you get a legendary. That's the way it works. So how does this translate into real money in terms of like how much is it going to cost you if you want to buy for it? Well, you can only get a certain amount of prisms from the game. There's one in Dungeon Divers, Sand Devil, and I think they put another one in the soul summoning. If you got lucky and got a big soul, you would be able to get a free summon. Once you've got those, you put it in together, you go, okay, well, it's 40. This number always changes. There's 40 to summon. I need to be able to pull a 1.5% chance. Now, to get that chance, you basically take 1 divided by 1.5. So it's going to be about 66 pulls on average. If you want the headline champion, it's about 66 pulls on average from a probability that you will get it. Doesn't mean you get it within 66. It means on average. That's how many it will take. Which means in order for you to get that, you need 66 times 40. The best pack tends to be this large crystals pack. You can only buy 2 a day. 5 a day. Now, when you translate the cost, you need about 12 to 13 of these. It's about $666 in total what you would need to spend to get Odin. It's very expensive, but it is a better way of getting it than any other event. You can go and spend 1,000 void shards and you still wouldn't have got Odin potentially. So these Prism events, whilst they are very pay to win, you could argue that, they are also a pretty good guaranteed way of getting what you want. Now, in terms of like the free-to-play aspect here, it's not really fair to say that getting the events done is free to play, because obviously it's going to take you a lot of effort to be able to get the, the Prism Crystal from here. 6,000 Dungeon Diver points is a lot. The Sand Devil's probably pretty reasonable in that it will cost you some energy, but it's not going to cost you tremendous amounts of energy. And then, of course, this is just a case of luck. Did you open a soul and get lucky? It's got nothing to really do with anything. It's just luck. Obviously, you can buy it, but it's generally luck for the average player. So there is at least one that I think is achievable, and it's worth pulling. Why? Because one Prism Summon is effectively a Sacred Shard. If you didn't buy a Sacred Shard, it's a pretty good exchange, right? I did an event, I got a Sacred Shard. You never get a Sacred Shard. And it's also a tailor-made Sacred Shard. These secondary legendaries, even if you don't get the headline champions, maybe you missed the Armand's Fusion. He's hugely valuable. Maybe you didn't do Uko, very good champion. Padraig, very good champion. Maybe you didn't do the guaranteed for him. Same as Elva, very good champions. The weakest one here is probably Kaja, but the rest are pretty good. And sometimes you might be after epics, right? Maybe you need that Aelfric to finish off your Mikage fusion. Maybe you want to get your +4 Ugo or your +4 Creodon. This is also a really, really good way for you to get good amounts of epics, because you always get epics. That's the way it works. In the meantime, we also have a summoning boost available. This is a boost on 5 and 6 star rank and 6 star rank. So what it basically means is they take the lowest rank and they put it into the highest rank, and they double these things up. So this used to be 0.75, used to be 1.5. They've doubled it up and they've taken it from the 1 star. You don't get a better chance at rarity, just rank. Pretty good system, I would say. It's well worth pulling on them. It's probably the best time to pull your souls, unless you need it for like we did with Freya, where it's like, I just need the points. So I'm going to start with pulling this first, and we're going to see what I get. I've got about 24 and 1 because I emptied my stockpile, but I could easily get another one if I wanted to here as well. So let's start with 24. I'm still on the hunt for Teok souls. That's kind of like what I'm really after. We'll see. Normally when these things happen, I get lucky. When I have like a 60 batch, I'll get a good upgrade, but it's not always guaranteed what we get. We're not getting a good one. That was a terrible 10 pull. Let's pull the next lot. And this is just my Hydra keys and some incidental events from things. We get legendary. Okay, 1-star Necmo, not great. I've already got a 1-star Necmo, but it's legendary. It's gold. We like to see gold. What else we got going on here? Wow, not a single high star. Normally you get at least like 1 or 2 5-stars, even if it's a rare. Where's the awakening boost going on here? Legendary. Okay, I don't have Alsgore. It's not really helpful. What else we got going on here? It'll be a 5-star rare somewhere. Probably. And an epic. And we've got one more. What are we going to get? Another rare. Okay, so nothing under 24. We didn't really get many high awakenings either, which is kind of annoying. We got one of these to pull. What are we going to get? It's a legendary. Oh, it's a 6-star Krisk. So this is what I was saying about the Soulforge event. Okay, so the tournament. If you get a 6-star legendary, you get so many points. 6-star Krisk. That's crazy. And I don't even think I got a single 1-star on him. That is insane. That is well worth a pull. We got lucky. So what did that do for our tournament? Let's see. Instantly straight up to the top. 1 soul did all of that. 1 soul, because a 6-star legendary gives you 1,000 points. I would have had 97. And this is what I hate about this tournament, if I'm being honest. It's so RNG. It's really, really crazy. But that gives me another Odin pull. We will take that. That is amazing. Now, we do have a new feature on the Optimiser I do want to quickly highlight because it's quite relevant at this moment. There is free premium going on right now, so you can be able to use the free regearing event, try out some features. But for everyone, we've added a new Soulforge collection, which is still in a bit of work. We're going to add some more filters. But what this is very useful for is if you're in a situation like me and you've got lots in your soul inventory and you can't figure out whether you already got a champion with that awakening and you don't know if you need to keep it, this system is very good for you to determine exactly what you've got in your account. So right now you can see I've got a couple of man-eaters. It organizes it based on your awakening level. So I've got a 1-star, but I do have a man-eater here that is a 4-star. So I can make a decision, do I want to keep it or do I want to sell it? We can work our way down, like I have an awakened cannon, so I should keep that. But I've already got a 2-star Berghoff, so I can sell that 1-star. And what you could do with this is basically go through your entire account, and we can even go, tell you what, I only want to show duplicates. The ones that I've got a champion for the soul, and I want to find and I want to look through this list. This is going to get improved over time. We're going to add more filters, search boxes. We're going to add more customization, like show me all the souls that are below the 1-star. But in sort of the short term right now for this situation, it's really good because there is no system in the game to help you figure out what souls you have on which champion and whether or not you should be keeping the soul. So yeah, this is available for everyone. It's totally free. You can go into your account Soulforge collection and you'll be able to see everything that is going on right now and scan your entire account. So what did we get? Well, we had a massive improvement there. We've basically taken Krisk from 1 to 6-star. So that is a huge improvement. Absolutely crazy. I don't really think we improved much else, to be honest. We would use that new Soulforge. Oh, we got a 1-star Lord Shazar. Better than nothing. Throw that out there. But I don't really think we improved much. We can awaken our new Dithey. I kept that soul back for when I got a second Dithey, which is always really good. But yeah, so I will probably play around with Krisk at a later date. So I have 500 prisms right now. I bought a few. I did wait a little bit. Thought I'd give it a go. Why not? We can pull. I'm gonna pull them one by one. I'm not gonna pull them 10 times. It's not as fun. So we're gonna pull them one by one, and we're gonna see what we're gonna get. Now, outside of Odin, I wouldn't mind some more Creodons just to get them at +4, or some Ogos or some Stag Knights. They're always very good to get. If I get a non-legendary, another Armands is always helpful, but I'm not super stoked to get any of these others. I have them all, so let's go. We're all in for Odin. Come on, Odin. That's an epic. That's not a good start. Cornelia, that's fine. We are using her now for Sand Devil so that I don't have to run a slow Marius. We get another epic here. That's a Deacon. You will get +4 epics very quickly doing this. You will get it. We got an old Hermit Jorg. 9 available. Come on. Come on, Odin. Come home to me. Oh, there was a delay there. There was a nasty delay. We got a Bovos with an extremely red thing on his back. It's a nasty delay. Come on. I would want to hopefully get 1 legendary out of this. Ideally. There's the Ugo that we're after. 7 more to go. Come on, Odin. Come home from your Asgard divide. There's the other Cornelia. Like I said, you'll get a +4 very, very quickly doing this. Legendary. Come on, Odin. Oh, it's the worst one of them all. It's the worst one of them all. It's Kaj of the Rye. It's the worst one of them all. Mainly because she's only got a 1-turn block debuffs. That's her biggest problem. It's a 1-turn block debuffs. I find her very limiting because of that. She does pair well with Timid the Fool. It's not the Odin you wanted. And we're probably not going to get another legendary. That was probably it. That was the chance. That was the luck that I've blown. I don't think Odin's going to come out of these last 3. Stag Knight, not bad. Oh, it's so annoying. Any other legendary as well. It's the worst of the lot. That's the worst one that would have been... Like, I could have used any other of the other legendaries, but... one more. One more for RNG. There it is. There's the epic. Rough. That is rough. We got a legendary, which is pretty good rate, but... We didn't get the legendary we wanted, which was Odin, and now you start getting into the realm of, do I get another few more? Do I not? And it's a very dangerous slope to go down, honestly. I mean, he's very good, but I feel like I'm just... he's very good, but... And I mean, I wanted to play around with him for this passive. I think there's some pretty cool teams we can build. It's not like you need him. There are good champions. His aura is pretty insane, like a 40% speed aura in battle, but it doesn't work in siege mode, so it's not as crazy as it sounds right now. So we'll see. We've got another 2 days. I'm probably going to try and pick up the Dungeon Diver one. Maybe we get lucky over there. And of course, we'll just see what I do. Maybe I get another one. I don't think I will. I don't particularly want to whale incredibly hard, if I'm being honest right now. It's just not, you know... I mean, we can basically pick up the 499 one. We'll do one more. We'll pick up the 499 one. It rounds it out. We do need to make some space because we don't have any, apparently. Ever the problem. Champion storage space. Okay, we have one more. One more for luck. One more for Odin. One more for Odin. Oh, it's not. It's not. It's a wearing on. Okay. Well, we're going to leave the video there. 6-star Krisk. I'll be honest. That is well worth the Awakening boost. Considering I just burnt all my souls for... the Deck of Fate for Freya, I was not expecting to get anything from this. A 6-star Krisk is absolutely worth its weight in gold. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to put on him, but I mean, 6-star Cruelty, it's pretty good. I'm just going to awaken him right now. Of course I'm going to awaken him. 6-star Krisk. Just the stats alone are worth it. So many stats, like 75 accuracy, 75 resistance, makes him easier to be a mischief tank. We get 15 speed. We get, you know, extra 600 defense. Like, these stats are just crazy for him. Absolutely crazy. So now his build has probably gone from an average build to like 5,700 defense. And I haven't even tried to do that. It's 246. If we put him in the Hydra battle team, you know, we're looking much better than what he was at before. He's in my kind of weak build at the moment. He's probably worth rebuilding now. But there you go. 6-star Krisk is online. It is active. That is insane. Let me know in the comments below, what did you get out of your Awakening boost? What did you get out of this? Did you go hard for Odin, or did you be sensible and not do what I did? Let me know in the comments below, guys, and I will catch you in the next video.